All right, let's see what's going on. Looks like it's steady, it's streaming. All right, we're good to go. What's going on? Vega here from SerpentX Special Forces. It is Caffeine and Crypto. It's Saturday and it's Caffeine and Crypto. I can't think. This past year has been a little bit difficult, but let me see if I can get this out and enunciate myself. So my name is Vega. This is SerpentX Tech. Yes, it did change the name for some of the OGs. Yes, there's a reason behind it, but that's not important. Right now, we're doing a live stream that we do every Saturday called Caffeine and Crypto. And we go over some crypto news, what's going on, maybe some tech stuff, looking at some GPU announcements, stuff like that. Right now, I will say that we got a giveaway that will be ending next week on September 11th. I know many of us here in the States, that's a date that will always be remembered. But that is the end of the giveaway, giving away some Bitcoin. First place winner gets to choose between the 6-pack of risers or some Bitcoin. But I open it up and use Bitcoin instead of some type of hardware because, well, I want everybody throughout the world to participate. I welcome you to join me with a caffeinated beverage of your choice, maybe like coffee. I usually use my NOS or coffee that I got from dogelord.com, which is really good, actually. Let me say what's up to everybody. Tains, what's up, buddy? Stream should not be dropping, but OBS is just being OBS. Crypto World. MC, what's up, Yashnik? I will say that not this Monday, but the upcoming Monday, stay tuned for an update or a live stream that we're going to be doing Monday evening regarding Aeon, and I welcome you to join me. It is going to be a Monday evening. I'll try to make sure that the internet connection and everything is squared away before we even get started. High Speed Miner, thank you for being a member of the X Special Forces. I probably need to change that name, to be honest, even though, well, I'm not going to get into that debate. I'm just tired of arguing with people. So, AMD, I'll talk a little bit more about that, but we can see that Bitcoin hit about a little bit over 50K last night. Ethereum hit over 4K last night. We're down maybe this morning. This morning. It depends on where you are. The rest of the market is doing somewhat okay. Really, there's only a few coins that's really taking off. Avalanche still getting promoted to hell. A few coins doing really good. Never really understood H-bar, but a lot of people have been talking about it. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. So I got some news articles to go over, but I just wanted to show the current trajectory of Bitcoin. It still looks like we're going to go up. I still personally expect some type of pullback. And I don't know why the stream is choppy when it was speed test and everything was doing quite fine earlier today. But this is my Comcast internet. Gotta love it. Alright, so let's go over the first news article. There's only a few things that I want to talk about. VeChain Thor mainnet reaches 10 million blocks milestone with no downtime. That's actually really good. VeChain's been getting very popular in the news as well. Yeah, it's not a mineable token. We don't always talk about mineable tokens. We like to talk about various coins that, maybe one might want to add into their portfolio. Not financial advice, though. So the VeChain Thor network has now surpassed 10 million blocks and is currently processing block number. Well, it's probably higher than that now because this article came out on the 2nd. But it's over 10 million. Comparatively, Bitcoin has recorded a 99.98% uptime since January 2009, according to the tracker. The foundation noted it has seen consistent enterprise usage from commerce giant Walmart and governmental adoption from both San Marino and China, where the project has close ties. VeChain partnered with Walmart's subsidiary in China to track food products in June 2020. According to the foundation, there are some major infrastructure updates in the pipeline, such as Proof of Authority 2.0, alongside more partnerships and use cases, community D apps, growth, and more. VeChain uses a proof of authority, or POA, consensus mechanism, which enables the network to process high-speed transactions based on the identity and reputation as a stake using just 101 authority nodes. The enterprise chain managed case adaptive and relative fork-free approach of chain extension. Wow, made that any longer. The upgrade will enable higher on-chain throughput and reduce fork probability with the highest level of data security unfound in any other blockchain platforms, according to VeChain. Most of the articles I put in the description of the video, as well as the giveaway, if you want to go ahead and just click that. There are a few things that you can do to enter the giveaway. Just gotta go through with it. But I challenge you to watch to the end of the video, listen to some of these articles, and just be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of what's going on in the cryptocurrency area. So the SEC, we know about the SEC. We know that usually what the U.S. tends to do, not always, but what the U.S. tends to do, let's just say from a financial perspective, the rest of the world will kind of not follow suit, but adapt and make their own type of regulations or whatever. So we'll see how things pan out. But SEC is investigating Uniswap Labs. They're seeking information about how investors use the exchange and how it's marketed. It's a civil inquiry. The SEC has declined to comment to the Wall Street or other people. Uniswap is Ethereum's blockchain's largest decentralized exchange, which it is. While it's still unclear exactly what SEC wants to know, the news inside of the regulator's intent to wield greater oversight of a DeFi. Something, well, I don't care about what this person says. The SEC just needs to be careful before they step on people's toes and stifle growth in the DeFi sector. No wrongdoing appears to be alleged at this time, so they just want to have more regulatory control over what's going on in DeFi space. Gensler has argued that while there may be no central entity in charge of the DeFi projects, the offer incentives of digital tokens to participate could fall under purview of the SEC regulation. So I believe we're talking about drops or wow, I can't even think of the word. What's the word I'm thinking of? It's drops, but I forgot. There's another word for it. Oh my goodness, I can't think. There's still a core group of folks. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Anyways, the SEC is looking at Uniswap, which is going to be indifferent if they decide to kind of handicap that particular DeFi project. Of course, they're not the only one. We've been hearing about Binance having issues. Most of these countries out here are saying, don't utilize this, don't do this. They're legal here, they're legal there. So on Friday, primarily regarding South Africa, Binance issued a statement, a statement from Binance. The crypto exchange implied a warning from the Financial Sector Conduct Authority, or FSCA, lacked authority because the group does not have the power to regulate crypto-related investments in South Africa. The exchange also pushed back against allegations that South Africans use Binance Telegram group to access services for the crypto exchange, saying that online community promoted blockchain education but did not provide financial advice or services. Though the FSCA is the agency of South African government, Binance claimed that the country's Financial Intelligence Center was the major regulator, with which it had been working to be in compliance with local laws. According to the exchange, it has contacted the FSCA for clarification as to its September 3rd warning and to address any potential concerns regulators may be having or may have regarding Binance. Binance is registered with the FIC as a voluntary self-disclosure institution. Binance complies with the FIC Act obligations related to establishing and verifying clients' identities, record keeping, and reporting suspicious or unusual transactions. So Binance has got to stick up for itself every now and then, and they're trying to push back against the South African regulators, which again, this is not really the official regulator. It's the Financial Intelligence Center that is. I would like to say that as we move forward, we're definitely going to have more roadblocks in the way, especially as more and more people are getting into space, more and more people are locking in profits, hodling, more and more people are making money. Of course, regulation is going to happen. The biggest thing for me, or the biggest concern of mine, is as soon as we start having the lower class or the lower middle class or the middle class making significant income off of cryptocurrency, that's really when they start to be like, oh, well, no, that's bad. That's bad. But when institutions and the 1% and the rich, and again, I don't have anything against those people. It's just when they do something, nobody says anything. When the individual at home and working paycheck to paycheck, or if not, trying to just survive, starts to make money, then we have a problem. It's really asinine. But I mean, what can you do? What I would say is you need to invest in your future. However you choose to do that is up to you. But cryptocurrency could be something you want to look into. Now, I mentioned HBAR earlier. Because Credible Crypto thinks XRP and HBAR will both yield higher return on investments than Solana, a smart contract platform that has generated a lot of headlines recently after surging more than 310% the past month. And it says here at the top of this article, time is running up to load up on these two altcoins, says top crypto analyst. So I am not familiar with Credible Crypto, I'm sorry. But XRP and HBAR, to me, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if it's lack of education or just I really don't care about either token. But Sol is a newer coin, says this so-called top crypto analyst. And this is the first bull run. Can't expect it to reach the market cap of majors. Market cap of majors that have been here for 2 to 3 bull runs already. Sol is already in the price discovery where biggest gains happen, while XRP has yet to get there. Okay, I guess, maybe, whatever. Let's look at something here. I didn't mean to do that. So this is Sol, right? Solana. This chart started on April 10th, 2020. I'm on the daily right now. We are super overextended right now. Like I can't believe we went up as high as we did. I know a lot of people that have gotten in around the $12 range, so I'm happy for them. But yeah, we are super extended, super extended. So a pullback is possible on this one. It should be. It's not even that it's possible. It's healthy. Before they continue to even push back up or push up even higher, but that's just crazy. I mean, if we look at it on the weekly, look at that, bro. Look at that, just straight up. We might as well turn that into a half pipe. So we'll see how things pan out. Yeah, the market cap's nowhere near XRP or HBAR. Again, don't know anything about HBAR. Let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick. So first off, we know XRP is on the first page, and this is what I like to do. If I Control F and I type in XRP, we'll find it. It's right there. It's number 6. It has been slipping, overpassed by a few other things. Let's look up HBAR. What is HBAR? Okay, so HBAR. Oh, I know HBAR. Okay. All right. The symbol is what did it for me. I misunderstood. Okay. So I understand HBAR. However, not in price discovery yet. I would assume we were doing price discovery already, but I guess not. It's been around for quite some time. I mean, this chart goes all the way back to 2019, so I don't know. Anyways, you know, a lot of people right now are looking for these coins that are, you know, cents, right? Like, everybody was getting in on Shiba Inu when it first came out, hoping that they'll turn it into millions, you know, like the Dogecoin millionaire. How did that work out for you? You know, they're getting to these super low market cap coins and super, you know, 1 cent, 2 cent, under a cent coins, hoping that they have some type of big payday, but those coins may not actually have a real use case or any tangible benefit. So you got to weigh that into your decision. Don't just grab the coin because it's cheap. grab the coin because you believe the project is going to do something innovative and new for the industry. So I feel bad for Dogecoin Millionaire. Actually, I don't. He should have sold some at the top, at least taken some profits, but he didn't. So anyways, I don't want to poke the bear, and he does look like one because he's got a strong beard. All right, so this is talking about Solana again. We already mentioned this. Why is Solana doing good? So Solana is doing good because of the DeFi and non-fungible token sector. We know this is very prominent. We know this is very good because Ethereum is popping off, and people are tired of the high gas fees. Matter of fact, if we go back here and we go up to the top, look at how high Gwei is right now. Okay? So people are getting tired of this, and they don't want to continue to have to pay this amount of high gas fees for extended periods of time. Okay? That's $9, $10 right now. If you're a miner and you're using layer 1, you're going to have to pay this gas fee out of your wallet. Not the pool won't pay it for you. You're going to have to pay it. So EIP 1559, as many had said or warned, at least in my community, no, it didn't lower gas prices. But everybody kept talking about it's going to lower gas. It didn't lower gas prices. It made it more predictable. I don't know how predictable, but it made it more predictable. And so people are moving to projects like Solana, okay? NFT sector's popping off still, even though I'm still trying to get into it. If I do ever release some type of image, photo, something that I played around with in my free time, if I ever get free time, I would definitely let you guys know. But Solana's run up to record highs also brought overvaluation risk in focus with classic momentum indicator, the relative strength index, or RSI, returning an overbought reading for the cryptocurrency above 70. The RSI suggested that Sol USD could undergo a sell-off in coming sessions, and that opening a long position at the pair could prove risky. And I mean, we just saw that because that thing. I mean, guys, yeah, okay, let's just say that, yeah. Anyways, but analysts note that it's hard to call Solana's top just yet. An independent market analyst known by the pseudonym The Crypto Dog advised speculators to just let Solana ride and let's see where it goes with its current strength. Yuri, head of data analytics and cryptocurrency exchange Sex.io, anticipates that Sol USD rates will cross above $150 in the coming sessions, but he too noted that the pair has entered a price discovery stage, and its upcoming bias relies on how well Solana emerges in the DeFi and NFT space. The price of Solana is on an uptrend as the blockchain is currently showcasing its potential in serving as a viable alternative hub for all things DeFi and non-fungible token related. Solana is still proving itself to be resilient as a better alternative to Ethereum, and has a long way to go in terms of a major DeFi and NFT infrastructure. However, to sustain its growth, better upgrades and features must be unveiled to beat the competition from other blockchains, including Cardano and Ethereum. And if we would look at the trends, or what we're seeing here, right? If I scroll down, look at Cardano's chart here on the right, if you can see it. Should be right below me. And then look at Solana's. Right, so Cardano's plateauing and actually going a little bit downward, while Solana hit the peak and is now curling down. So, but the market cap's not even. The market cap of Solana is less than half or 50% of Cardano, and a fraction of Ethereum and Bitcoin. So there's still potential for this project. I just wouldn't go getting in at 140 something plus dollars. You definitely should have been paying attention to the market. Getting in right now is stupid. Not financial advice. I'm just saying it's stupid. So, what happened? Oh, more stuff. Here's why Solana's good. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. All right. So, Solana focused project. Yada yada. NFTs, DeFi space. All right. Yeah. So everybody's talking about Solana. And I'm happy. I'm happy for the individuals that got into Solana. Speaking of NFTs, NFL bars teams from selling NFT sponsorships to crypto trading firms. this is not good? Because, like, why? So, all right. Patrick Mahomes and a number of I believe Steph Curry, a number of the sports people that we love have sold NFTs, or they had their colleague or partner or whatever sell NFTs. Airdrop. That's what I was looking for way back when. Thank you, Magic. I'm sorry, I just now saw it. So with NFTs popping off and the NFL having an opportunity to sell NFTs, like, hey, we got this limited edition digital jersey for Tom Brady or whatever. People would spend exorbitant amount of money. I mean, look at how much they spend on real jerseys, right? So Super Bowl jerseys were stolen from Tom, or if not, at least one of them was stolen from Tom. So why would the NFL bar players from selling NFTs is stupid. Again, I'm using that word because they're missing out on an opportunity to make money, not only for their organization, but for the players' individual wealth as well. I mean, players right now that are not just in NFL, but any sport arena that are in cryptocurrency in some form or fashion, whether they're getting paid in cryptocurrency or they're optimizing or you selling NFTs or whatever, those are the smart money. That's the smart people. They're making smart decisions because they know that cryptocurrency, at least blockchain, is here to stay. What can we use it for, and how can we benefit? And that's really awesome. I'm not sure why I blocked your chat there, Chump Change, but morning, bud. So yeah, we got clubs restrict selling advertisement of specific cryptocurrencies, ICOs, and cryptocurrency sales. Now understand, hey guys, don't promote this ICO, right? Don't promote this new coin. Don't promote this because, if you promote a project and you're an influencer, as we've seen with BitConnect and many other tokens, you can get in serious trouble should that thing go belly up. But, selling an NFT like digital card, like I have baseball cards, football cards, all kinds of cards, Marvel cards in my closet. Imagine having, Pokemon cards, Magic cards, digital NFTs of each card. And they gotta be rare. I'm not talking about like every single card, right? I don't want like a Squirtle or anything like that. I want something like super rare and stuff like that. And I know people would spend lots of money. The policy does allow sponsorships with companies that mainly provide investment advisory or fund management services related to cryptocurrency, such as Grayscale Investments deal with the New York Giants. Players' individual ventures appear to exclude from the rule. Future Hall of Fame quarterback Tom Brady has an equity stake in FTX, along with the ownership of an NFT platform partnered with DraftKings. What NFT platform? NFT platform autograph partners with Lionsgate and DraftKings. What? Okay, so Autograph, as we partnered with some kind of maybe somewhat well-known athletes. Looking for group? Is that what he says? I don't know what he's saying. All right. Anyways, the NFL trying to stop that is just going to hurt them. They can make a lucrative amount of money off of NFT platforms and selling goods and letting the players do what they need to. All right, moving on to a little more tech-related stuff. I'm pretty sure Empty Carts is right. So the Empty Cart says NFL may not be allowing them to do that because maybe the NFL is planning on doing it themselves. 100%. 100%. Now, before any of you leave off of this stream, I'm going to do a straw poll here in a minute, and I need your help, okay? I want you to stay here and hang tight for me. Where's the original straw poll? There it is. All right. I'm going to be asking a question. I don't want you to answer in the live chat. I want you to answer in the straw poll. I already did a poll on Twitter. Let me go ahead and pull up the chart here so you guys can look at that while I'm doing this. What's the algo called? All right, let's see here. Because I've been seeing a nice little trend here. What else do we have? What would be the next one? Okay, this one. Guys, can't see it yet. Hang in there. So the Gwei just did drop down to 84. So I guess somebody put in a huge order there and spent a lot of money. Okay, yada, 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 yada. All right. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else is major? Major, 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 major. All right, so let's see here. We don't want duplicates. All right, so let's see here. Gonna drop it in the live chat right now. So everybody, I tell everybody don't get off because I'm about to do a straw poll and everybody drops off. You jerks, get out of here. I'm joking. No, seriously though, go if you need to. So anyways, straw poll is in the live chat. Wireless keylogger hidden inside USB-C to lightning cable. We've seen this before with micro USB, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware that be careful, right? So right now, from my understanding, they were playing around with this to just because they said it couldn't be done, right? And so we had MG, who told Motherboard, which is the website I believe that we're talking about. Well, excuse me, the main website that this article was featured on, because this is 9 to 5 Mac. MG told Motherboard that he did it in so because people claimed it couldn't be done. So now that, and you can actually get this to do some testing, right? So like a dev kit. And as people get it and somebody tries to replicate it, you're going to wind up having these cables possibly out on the free market, right? So Amazon, well, maybe not Amazon. I'm hoping they would do better than that, but it could make its way there if it's not already there. Wish, some third-party seller resellers of some type. So just be mindful. I usually like to get official cables, but getting official cables is expensive, like the official Samsung cable, the official Apple cable, the official LG cable. And I know like there's a lot of third-party cables out there nowadays, so you just got to be careful. And I don't think there's any real way to tell if this cable has it unless you take off the housing. Not saying it's widespread right now, just be careful, okay? We first saw this example on a USB-A cable back in 2019, and a security researcher known as MG demonstrated it to Motherboard. He later made the cable available for sale to penetration testers and has now created a USB-C version. So it's even smaller because the housing for the USB-C is smaller than the Type A. And yeah, so that's a possibility. And this cable basically will allow the user to take over a machine, and it even took over, over some of the tier 2 security chip in modern Macs. So, just FYI, keyloggers are very easy to use. You can download one right now, have your friends get on the computer and get all their passwords, just to prove it to them. But I don't recommend using it. You should only be using it if you're testing out something. If you want to implement something, you're doing some pen testing, you're doing this, doing that. Don't be using it to, for nefarious purposes, please. So Gil Vega says ICP to the moon. I like your name though. ICP, so that's Internet Computer. And Internet Computer, let's see how it's doing today. So Internet Computer is up 4.83% today. It is pulling back a little bit, but it is up. Polygon is on a tear at $1.66. Panda Inu, really? Oh my god. Why? Why? Why do we come out with all these coins? I don't see it on CoinMarketCap. So it's like a cross between Panda and Shiba Inu, is what it sounds like. Let's see here. It's a meme token. Another meme token. That's what we need in our lives, meme tokens. So, no ranking. It's on the Binance Smart Chain. It has 3,000 Twitter followers. 14,000, almost 15,000 Telegram users. Wow. That's crazy. So yeah, it's another meme token. I mean, what is the purpose of it? What is the use case? What is the tangible benefit? What are the, like, we already got enough S coins. We don't need more, guys. I mean, great. I'm happy for you, but really, what are the meme tokens for other than memes? So EVGA explains how the Amazon MMO Brick 24 GeForce RTX 3090s. All cards were early production run cards manufactured in 2020, and under X-ray analysis, they appeared to have poor workmanship on soldering around the card's MOSFET circuits that power the impacted cards. The company declined to say how many RTX 3090 cards it has sold, but did characterize that the small batch basically the batch of cards that were impacted was less than 1% of the total sold. Customers told EVGA that the cards died while in the game's menu, and while loading the game. No customers have reported issues to EVGA since Amazon added the frame rate limiter to the game. Both EVGA and Nvidia worked with Amazon Games to obtain a version of the game that bricked the cards to conduct further testing. EVGA said it could not replicate the issue, but is working to add a method to the screen for a particular power profile for the beta version created. In theory, EVGA's temperature monitoring software was being blamed for not being able to keep up with the load of the RTX 3000 GPUs, causing gaps that spark the bricking. And I think our buddy Jay's 2 cents actually had that as one of the things he mentioned, or it's not excuses, but cited as one of the reasons. EVGA said that's not the case, that the fans controller's microcontroller could indeed look like it wasn't working under the extreme swings of New World, but EVGA said the issue there is related to the noise on the I2C bus, causing popular third-party monitoring tools such as Hardware Info or HW Info and GPU-Z to incorrectly report the noise as the fan controller was failing. The company has since issued a new microcontroller update that, when paired with the updated version of third-party tools, will correctly show the fan controller working properly. To obtain the latest microcode update, EVGA said customers should download the latest version of EVGA Precision X1. So I wonder if Nemesis tried his 3090 on New World, and if he was okay. We'll have to see. All right, if you have any questions for me, because we're halfway through the stream right now, just to remind everybody, especially people who just showed up, there is a giveaway going on. It's going on until next week. To get into it, you got to click the link in the description, follow the steps. You know what to do. It's a Gleam.io giveaway. It's nothing new. This is a show, by the way, that we do every Saturday around 11 a.m. It used to be 12 p.m., but Red Panda Mining is no longer doing early morning streams. But we go over cryptocurrency news, tech, stuff like that. We talked about Solana and how it's been on a tear but needs a healthy pullback. We talk about VeChain hitting 10 million blocks milestone. We talk about the SEC looking into Uniswap. We talk about Binance pushing back against the South African regulators. And we talk more about Solana and what some people are saying, believing that XRP and HBAR is still yet to reach its full potential, SSJ4, I guess, and so on and so forth. All right, so let's go on. NFTs, yada, yada, yada. All right, you guys got it. So, let's see here. What do I want to talk about first? All right, so Nvidia CMP 170HX. If you need my attention in any form or fashion, you got two choices. Either at me in the live chat or super chat. But only super chat if you have the funds. If you don't have the funds, don't worry about it. Thank you for your help. All right. So, here's the card. Doesn't look like much, does it? So you can see the 8-pin right there. Alright, so while the initial reports pointed towards CMP 2020X branding with performance in range of 250 megahash for Ethereum mining, the final result delivered by the CMP 170HX is slightly less impressive, with the tested card delivering around 165 megahash in a 250 watt envelope. It is still extremely impressive compared to the CMP 50HX accelerator that falls in the same 250 watt envelope. Though the card can only output 45 megahash, less than a third of the 170HX, thus Nvidia seems to still have some headroom for an eventual 2020 HX release, at least judging from the specifications on offer for the 170. So the 170 is likely made via defect, harvested chips that didn't make it into the company's A100, a beast of a card with 40 or 80 gigabytes of HBM2E memory, and packing a grand total of 6,980 CUDA cores. 84% in the in-silicon CUDA cores is a GA100 chip design. So that's a lot of CUDA cores, and I want you to take that into mind, because if you remember last week when we were talking about some of the future NVIDIA cards, right? So let's say NVIDIA 4000, the amount of CUDA cores was like 15,000 plus. And we have an A100 that's, 6,000, 7,000, and I think one of the top tier 3,000 cards is like around 9,000 or something like that. Don't quote me on it. But the jump from 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 to 15 or 18,000 is quite dramatic, even with the node shrink. So I'm not sure how those new cards will pan out, and I would take everything regarding new cards in the future with a small grain of salt. Moving on, this mining-oriented card, NVIDIA cut everything that wasn't strictly necessary for typical mining workloads. Besides the aforementioned headless design, the 170 features only 4,480 CUDA cores, 54% of the GA100s. Its HBM2E memory has been reduced to the bare minimum for Ethereum mining, with 8 gigabytes of HBM2E across two 4 gigabyte stacks, delivering a maximum of over 1 terabyte of bandwidth, or 1,493 gigabytes of bandwidth across a 4096-bit bus. NVIDIA slotted the PCI bus on this card. The link is limited to PCIe 1.1 by 4, thus offering only 250 megabytes bandwidth across the PCIe bus. So they're talking about the bandwidth by the slot, which, right now PCIe 4.0 by 16 can achieve 32 gigabytes across the bus, where this one is only 250 megabytes. But for mining specific workloads, this thing gets the job done. Let me see if I can full screen it here. You can see, where is it at? So there's 2 cards in the system. They're pulling about 314 total, but 158, 156. I can't see the power though. 831 kilohash per watt. I think that's saying power 190, power 191. 164 mega hash per card, power 250. So yeah, let's do some quick math real quick. So if we're getting 164 divided by 250, wait, is that right? Hang on. So we know that the 6600 XT can get 32 mega hash, and we can get the power down to about 70 watts. That's 0.45. You're telling me at 164 mega hash, divide by 250, which is up there with the 3090, and almost 40 mega hash more, if not a little bit, only like 20 more. That's 0.65. That's pretty good. That's pretty good efficiency. The bad thing is as a miner, right, we can't just take these GPUs and resell them, because people that we resell them to may want, I/O, right? There's no I/O to connect your display, HDMI, stuff like that. Here we got a GPU-Z screenshot. HBM2, it looks like it's SK Hynix is the memory provider. We can see the bandwidth, 1493. The memory clock was only 1458, but this is HBM2E. They blanked out the name. I would like to get my hands on these. I would like to get my hands at least at the 170 or the higher end cards. But apparently you got to be like a reseller or some partner of NVIDIA's. All right, so Intel architecture, Alchemist. We got some release dates, got some bits of information, stuff like that. This is the first real dedicated Intel GPU since the i740 back in 1998, or technically a proper discrete GPU after Intel's XE-DG1 paved the way earlier this year. The competition among the best graphics cards is fierce, with Intel currently integrated graphics solutions basically don't even rank on our GPU architecture. The UHD Graphics 630 sets about 1.8% of the RTX 3090. If we scroll on down here, we got some basic information. All right, so we got the GPU, ARC high-end, ARC mid-range, ARC entry. We got the process node, which is the TSMC 6 nanometer, I want to say. How many resistors, die size, vector engines, which we have no way to compare apples to oranges because we don't even know. Well, I don't know how to do this. We can't. So say for example, GPU cores is 4096. We can't compare that Intel's version against AMD's streaming processors until we actually get some real world use cases, or real world gaming data specifics. We can't do that, right? Because their streaming processors might work differently from their GPU cores, and much differently from Nvidia's, which has also tensor cores, and it's just so many other variables. And another thing that I want you guys to know or be aware of is, so Mad Electron Engineering says 6600 XT 32 megahertz at 58 watts. If you're using hardware info software, that doesn't count. You want to measure from the wall with a kilowatt meter. When I measure from a wall from a kilowatt meter, yes, I was getting 50 watts software, but 70 from the wall. Just FYI, but if you are getting 58 from the wall, congratulations. That is possible with the more power tool, which I talked about in a previous video. But going back, something I want you guys to be aware, gentlemen or ladies, when we get these cards, it's not going to be like, hey, put in my mining rig, go. It's not going to be like that, right? We're going to have a number of problems, right? First off, drivers. We don't know how Intel's going to do with drivers. We don't know how they're going to perform. We don't know if it's going to be good right off the gate. We know AMD's bad right out the gate, and we have to wait a little bit. We know Nvidia's pretty good, but there's also some glitches or issues. Secondly is miners, right? So devs are going to have to update Phoenix miner. They're going to have to update T-Rex miner. Or those miners may not work, and we have to get a whole new miner just to utilize Intel. And it's not going to work on every single algorithm when those miners do update. So just bear that in mind. You want to be patient. What it's looking like is Q1 of 2022 is the release date for the Intel GPUs, and the pricing isn't too bad. However, we know that the pricing of GPUs, even currently, is never MSRP because scalpers get their hands on it, then large-scale miners buy it in bulk, and because they can sell at those prices, they'll keep doing it, and then gamers get mad, and so they buy GPUs. I don't understand it. It's a weird love-hate relationship. All I know is that gamers and miners, at least the at-home small individuals, should not be enemies, but the big operations need to share some of the food and stop taking it all. I understand they got a business to run, and I understand business economics, but at the same time, you're killing the market, because a GPU that was at MSRP around $400 should not be selling for $1,200, but it still is. And we have even worse news because evil rumors suggest that Nvidia's GPU supply is about to drop 30%. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to the news, but there are a number of cargo freights off the coast of Japan and China that are kind of stuck. I forgot what the full details are, but if you look it up, you will know that there's a number of freights that are like, they're just sitting there. They're not doing anything. I forgot what the causes were or what the issue is or what the plans are, but the GPU shortage is not going away anytime soon. And actually, you'll see here in a minute what's happening. So the news that the overall supply of the RTX 30 series GPUs is going to be 30% down going into September. So the supply is going to be 30% down going into September, which is coming from Bo Batang, which is a reliable forum. But it's worth pointing out that it's absolutely nothing official about this news, and there's no way to corroborate what is being alleged. So maybe a more of a word of warning that anything you get overly panicked about, at least not until we see whether it turns out to be true or not. So we will see how things pan out. But we're already starting to see that the 3000 series are getting higher, right? So for example, the 3070 Ti is now $92 more expensive in China than it was in August. And we can see here the 3070 Ti went up 92 US dollars. The 3080 and 3070 regular went up $46 to $62. 3060 Ti, 3060, and 2060 went up $31 to $54, and so on and so forth. And if you think about it, I don't know what the actual MSRP of these cards are, but if I can get it in bulk in China, and I'm a distributor manufacturer, or not a distributor manufacturer, but a retailer, e-tailer, whatever, and I can get, I know everybody wants these cards and they're willing to spend $1,000 on it, and I can get a crate of 100, that's money right there. And if I can go, I just spend an extra $50 to $100 per GPU, no problem. Because if I turn around and I have 100 and I sell each one at $1,000 a piece, that's $100,000. So say I do buy the cards in bulk. Let's just give it, a $400 MSRP, but I bought it at let's say $650, $65,000. So I just made $45,000 plus my money back. Like, that's not bad at all. So, or excuse me, $35,000. My math is, I suck at math. So yeah, I mean, people are making their money back and then some, and that's why the scalpers on eBay are still going ham, right? We want to go get an RTX 3060 and type this in: Ti, non-LHR. Bam. Instant up in price. Instant. Non-LHR, yeah, you're gonna spend money. All right, buy it now. Let's go for the lowest card right now. $1,400. Bear in mind, this card MSRP was like 400, 450? Let's see here. 3060 Ti MSRP at launch. Yeah, 400. That's ridiculous, guys. That's $1,000 over MSRP. That's ridiculous. But it's not going to get any better, so you just need to hang tight. Don't be impatient and make rash decisions just because you want it now and all that good stuff. Just hang tight. People, including manufacturers, do not expect things to get better even into the latter part of 2021 or later part of 2021. So we just got to hang tight, okay? Just got to hang tight. All right, I'm going to check the straw poll here in a little bit. If you haven't answered or voted, make sure you go do so. We're just going to cruise to the end of the show here. We're already done with what I got, and we got 15 minutes left. But it says, inside the GPU shortage, why you still can't buy a graphics card. There's a couple points here. We'll just bullcrap and hang out and stuff like that. Good morning to everybody that just came over. I will say that the giveaway is still ongoing. It's in the description. If you haven't entered already, it ends next week. So make sure you get in there. I will pick the winners probably either after my stream or before my stream. I forgot what time I said. But you will be notified via email. So make sure you get entered, and yeah. All right, so let's see what is going on. What is everybody saying? All right, so Mad Electron Engineering from the wall. Nice job. Good job. All right, so let's see here. Thermal pad. My pads aren't expensive. Name brand ones either. I use some cheap ones. SerpentX recommended, and they work fine. Okay. Talking about thermal pads. Max Voltage, what's up? So on 8/31, there were 75 ships in port and 46 ships waiting just off the coast of California. New record. Wow. Were those fuel or like oil, or were those all like freight? Chili Mining, thank you for coming by. Don't forget, by the way, that if you guys sign up or hit the join button down below, you can join the Discord, which does have stock drops for GPUs, AMD, Nvidia, and as soon as Intel comes out and those alerts come out, I'll have that in there as well. To do that, once you join, you just need to go to the main page, membership tab. It's either under membership or community, one or two. Let me see here. I forgot how to do it already. But why are GPU shortages continuing? What is going on, or what caused it in the first place? Yada yada yada. So let's see here. Membership. Yeah, it's under the membership tab. All right, so once you join, and thank you for anybody who does join. All right, so let's see if this is right. Pre-COVID, right? So pre-COVID, things are popping off. Stuff is getting crazy. There was a slight CPU shortage, but whatever. February 2020, Nvidia gets spooked, right? So now COVID is now crippling global supplies, lowers revenue. Turns out didn't have much worry about it. Pandemic goes global, right? Now we're spreading across the world, impacting businesses. People are getting sick, so on and so forth, and things quickly get locked down in April. Now that we sent everybody home because of COVID, now everybody needs a damn PC. Zoom life begins, right? So now everybody your mom needs a PC, your dad needs a PC, your grandma needs a PC, your auntie needs a PC, your baby brother needs a PC for schoolwork. Everybody needs a PC, right? Which is ironic because guess what? Everybody has a PC at my house. But it's true, right? So we needed a camera, we need a PC, so that kind of increased hardware sales. Intel announces its little thing, a discrete graphics card 2021, but we're still waiting. September 2020, GPU apocalypse begins. Nvidia launches the first next generation graphics card 3000 series. The 3080 earns Editor's Choice Award for 4K gaming if you could get your hands on one at $700, which I did get my 3080. I got two of them at $700. One went to my friend, one went to me. Sorry, don't be mad at me. I just got lucky. All right, so 3090 possible to buy. It's true, which is why I hooked up with my buddy Nemesis to test out the GPU and get you guys some data. So I talked about the ETC chain split last stream. So Max Voltage asked that we talk. He answers my question about that the ships were cargo that were off the coast of California, which was a new record of 75 ships in port and 46 waiting offshore. And then asked, discuss ETC chain split. I did talk about it in my last live stream. I would challenge everybody who is interested in that to go check out Max Voltage. Max Voltage, go ahead and link. Let me click you here. Go ahead and link your channel in the live chat. But yeah, moving on. Enter scalpers, right? So October 2020, I think scalpers are really taking advantage of it. Beforehand, it's just Bounce Alert was the first one to really bring it into the fold, really, publicize it on Twitter. I got this many, and people were getting mad, and it was just getting worse. And that also consequently caused people to go to the bots to try to get GPUs because they seen so many people being successful, which brought them a lot of revenue, which brought more bot communities to crop up or pop up. So it was kind of a catalyst, so to speak. Best Buy steps in, the bot situation getting out of control. They start to, limit, the limit, when you click it. You guys know what I'm talking about. You click buy, and then it's like, please wait, and you got to wait, and it turns yellow, and you can buy it. Now they're starting to get physical in-store only. My store's never going to get any because it's not a major city or store, unfortunately, but yeah. Okay, well, talk about it, Max Voltage. So, Nvidia saying, yeah, things are bad, but they're saying that they're still good because they're making good profits. More rumored stuff coming out. AMD steps in. We got AMD cards coming out. Then the Xbox and PS4 comes out, and more scalpers are getting their hands on it. Instant sellout of AMD's GPUs and Xbox and PS5. Big Navi was constantly inconsistent, but it's gotten better. I like my 6800, and here we are still battling bots. Here we are still, they say that the crypto boom didn't happen to the end of 2020. The crypto boom really never left. It's just new people started to watch YouTube channels, and it was like, hey, I can do that too. I got a gaming PC. Let me start doing that. And so you got more people. The good thing about that is you got more people participating in securing the network. And yeah, until we get more foundries, which is the biggest thing for me, until we get more foundries back online or available, we're not going to be able to keep up with demand, right? We need to blow out any scalper with overwhelming supply. Like, they can't buy all of it. And that's going to be hard to do unless they really dump a lot of supply in at once. So yeah, we'll have to see how things go. All right, let's see what just old or new. A year ago. Okay. Past 24 hours. Alright, so Ethereum Classic stakeholders. The Geth exploit that split the Ethereum mainnet has now split Ethereum Classic mainnet. Firstly, if you are a core Geth node operator, then you must update your node to 1.12.1 or later, which contains the critical security patch. If you are a Hyperledger BSU node operator, then there's no need to update since the vulnerability is specific to Ethereum distributions. From the initial observations, 20% of the ETC mainnet hash rate has fallen off, and these are likely miners or pools using the unpatched version of Core Geth. Thankfully, major miner pools have already updated to the patch release of Core Geth or Hyperledger. So let's go to miningpoolstats.stream. Let's look for Ethereum Classic. And sure enough, we had a drop. It looks like mainnet serves as intact. All right, so if your ETC provider whom are producing invalid blocks here, here's a list of mining pools who are producing invalid blocks here. Okay, so I was already there. Fork monitor used the recent Magneto hard fork shows the status of the incorrect chain. Disclaimer: this is emergency. Okay, so why, like, Max, you're gonna have to do a video on it because to me right now, I don't care. Like, what? It's not doing anything. Every major pool has switched over already, and if you're mining Ethereum, you're fine. Because all the pools that most of us are mining on are already updated. So what is the concern here? Okay. That is the link stating the same exploit that affected EVE was now used on ETC. BBT brought it to my attention via his Twitter post. Yeah, so I don't see anything. Anything major. All right. I'm sorry that this vulnerability that impacted EVE affected Ethereum Classic, but you know, Ethereum Classic. If this happened to Ethereum right now, this would be a big thing. But because it's Ethereum Classic, it's not. Right. Most major pools, it looks like, are already updated. For those who haven't updated, they can just whatever. It's not impacting us, the at-home small to mid-scale miner that is mining wholeheartedly at to their content to kind of stack those sats. So I really don't see anything major about this. But yeah, so I talked about the chain split before. It's not big enough to be like, oh no, it's the end of the world. So I really don't care. Sorry, not being a dick or anything. I just don't care. With Ethereum right now being king, what's really going to happen is if this chain split happened during, after Ethereum has moved to proof of stake, then this might be a major thing. But look at that. We just lost some people, right? So that's going to drop the hash rate a little bit. They say 20%, but I only see like very minute amount, right? And Ethereum Classic is jumping up in profit. So I think that's a good thing. Yeah, matters maybe on day 0, right? The day that it happened. But right now things will always level off, right? If you have a lot of miners, difficulty will go up. It'll be fine. You're not infected, right? It's not like your wallet got hacked. It's not like your miners are shut down. No, you just need to make sure that your pool is one of the pools that updated, which it looks like all the major ones have, and then just keep mining away and do what you do best. I did ask in the straw poll what you guys are mining right now, and let me pull up the results because we're getting ready to finish. What? Do you guys not vote? You guys are jerks. Nobody voted on this? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, fine. That's cool. That's cool. I guess I'm not doing that 20k. Guess I'm not just gonna bother. Alright, so my boy Rabid Mining is back online. So here's a question that I was trying to ask that you guys didn't answer. Was what are you mining right now? And much of the community mentioned Ravencoin. Now, I'm not sure if that was a bunch of Ravencoin enthusiasts, but we got 212 votes, 68.4% on Ravencoin, 26.4% on Ethereum, 1.9% on Bitcoin, and 3.3% on Ergo. But then there was a lot of people commenting down below that saying, you know, they're mining multiple, right? They're mining Ethereum, they're mining Ravencoin, Ergo, Zillow, BTC, because, you know, you need an ASIC to mine. And so then why can't I see it? It's so weird. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways. I messed up that straw poll. Won't happen again. My apologies, guys. Alright, so somebody mentioned Chia. There you go, Seth. Somebody mentioned Chia. Doomsday with Tad. More Ravencoin, more Bitcoin, more ETC. Alright, so yeah. If you're mining multiple coins and you're stacking those sats on multiple projects, I am happy for you. Keep stacking those sats, keep doing good, and we'll see how things go. BBT, tips on what to mine, why people speculate. Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out. Alright, so that's going to be it for me today. Sorry if you saw some lady parts there. Some crazy stuff on the interwebs. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, my poll is bugged for some reason. I don't know what the heck's going on. It makes me so mad. Anyways, I know what most of you are mining. All that matters is you mine and you do what you do for you. All right, get your own, stake your own ground and hang on to it. Don't let all these people that has all this money take everything from you. You claim your stake, you put it down, you protect your privacy, and you make sure that that's yours. But you also have some redundancies in place. Like for me, if something were to happen to me because I might be doing something stupid this weekend, my wife is taken care of. I have things in place. But also you got to live happy. And right now, I am not trying to work the rest of my life. I'll tell you that right now. So I am stacking them sats. I am doing the best I can. I am protecting my family's privacy. Obviously not my privacy because I'm all over the dang internet. But at least my family's privacy, and working to support them and have some financial freedom. I may not be a millionaire by the time I'm ready to retire, but I plan on having a little something. So you all have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Please do me a favor. On the way out, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe notification bells. Yeah, the stream is lagging because Xfinity sucks at life. So don't forget the subscribe notification bell. If you want to join, hit join down below, as well as check out some of the links in the description, not only to the articles featured today, but associated affiliate links, stuff like that helps support the channel, as well as the one to dojo.com where you can get SerpentX merch and much more. Don't forget the giveaway is ongoing. Last time I'm gonna say it, it's ongoing. Get in it, and we will announce the winners. So see y'all later. Take care of yourselves. Stream is laggy. Don't care. See y'all.